What if some pirate treasures are actually elaborate hoaxes? As we delve into the world of piracy, it's essential to recognize that the allure of treasure often comes with deception. You may have heard thrilling stories about legendary pirate hoards, but what if I told you that many of these tales were crafted to mislead and excite treasure hunters? In this section, we will uncover the famous treasure hoaxes that have captivated imaginations and led countless adventurers astray. Take, for instance, the infamous Captain Kidd. He was once considered a noble privateer, but his name became synonymous with treasure hunting when rumors spread about his hidden loot. Most people think Kidd's treasure was just buried somewhere on a Caribbean island, but the reality is much murkier. Did you know that his alleged treasure has never been conclusively found? This has sparked numerous wild goose chases, leading many eager seekers to search in vain for riches that may not even exist. In fact, some of the most exciting tales of buried treasure are nothing but myths. Yes, many were deliberately crafted by pirates or those seeking to profit from the legends. For example, the story of Captain Morgan, another infamous pirate, has been exaggerated over time. Most people believe he buried gold somewhere in the Caribbean, but the truth is, there's little evidence to support this claim. Instead, the tales surrounding him have been woven into the fabric of pirate lore, enhancing his mythical status while obscuring the truth. The deception doesn't stop there. You'll learn how some pirates intentionally hid their treasures to mislead rivals. Treasure was often the subject of lies and rumors, and these elaborate schemes added layers of intrigue to the treasure tales we cherish today. The reality is that much of what we consider pirate lore is built upon a foundation of deception, leaving modern treasure hunters to sift through the facts and fictions. So how can you spot a real treasure map from a fake one? This is crucial knowledge for anyone venturing into the world of treasure hunting. A legitimate treasure map often comes with historical context, something you can research and verify. Unfortunately, many maps you see today are clever fabrications designed to entice the unwary. You may be surprised to find that there are even treasure maps that were created long after the alleged treasure was buried. Some were drawn up as part of a scam to attract attention and excitement, leading treasure hunters to invest time and resources into a fruitless search. For example, the infamous ECX marking the spot might evoke images of thrilling adventures, but in reality, it's often just a gimmick. You'll learn that the real stories behind these maps can be just as captivating as the treasures they promise. Tales of how they came to be, the legends surrounding them, and the people who created them make for fascinating narratives all on their own. As we explore this subject further, remember that the legends of buried treasure continue to inspire treasure hunters today. The quest for the elusive pirate treasure remains a potent symbol of adventure and exploration. Now let's pivot to a different yet equally intriguing aspect of pirate life. What was it really like for pirates? Life aboard a pirate ship was tough. Contrary to the romanticized image we often see in movies, the harsh reality was filled with hardship and danger. While many people picture pirates living lavishly on their stolen loot, the truth is that most pirate crews struggle to survive. You'll find out that conditions on a ship were often cramped and filthy, with limited supplies and constant threats from the sea. Pirates had strict codes of conduct that might surprise you. Contrary to popular belief, these codes helped maintain order among the crew. Pirates established rules about the division of treasure, conduct during battles, and even how to handle disagreements. These codes varied from ship to ship, but often emphasized fairness and loyalty among crew members. This was particularly important because, in the cutthroat world of piracy, trust was hard-earned but essential. You'll learn that many pirates were former sailors who sought freedom from oppressive conditions in merchant ships. The life of a pirate offered an escape from the rigid hierarchy of naval life. But while the allure of freedom was enticing, it came with a price. The reality was that pirates faced their own brand of oppression and danger, often living under the threat of capture or death. Discovering the harsh realities pirates faced can deepen your appreciation for the allure of treasure. The treasure represented not just wealth, but the freedom and adventure that many sought. The myth of the pirate lifestyle often overshadows the struggles they endured, which adds complexity to their stories. Could some pirate treasures be elaborate hoaxes? As we dive deeper into the tales of the high seas, you'll hear about famous treasure hoaxes that fooled many eager treasure hunters. The story of Captain Kidd's treasure is a prime example, but many have fallen prey to the thrilling tales of buried riches that turned out to be nothing more than legends. You'll learn about how some treasures were deliberately hidden to deceive others. Pirates often created stories to confuse rivals, leading treasure hunters to search for hoards that may never have existed. You'll find out how these hoaxes add layers of intrigue to the treasure tales we still tell today. Did you know that many stories surrounding treasures, like that of Captain Morgan, are often inflated with dramatic flair? Tales may contain grains of truth but have been embellished to capture the imagination. As a result, treasure seekers must navigate a world filled with half-truths and myths, testing their skills and discernment. What if I told you that some treasures are so well hidden that even the most determined treasure hunters have failed to uncover them? The notion that a pirate treasure can simply be found in a map is often more complicated than it seems. It leads us to reflect on the nature of treasure hunting itself and the journey we take to uncover our own truths. Now, how has pirate treasure influenced art and literature? You'll see how treasure tales shaped popular stories and movies, becoming a vital part of cultural icons. The allure of treasure has inspired countless works of art, from paintings to films, each reflecting our desire for adventure and excitement. The impact of these stories on modern pirate lore is profound, revealing how deeply ingrained the idea of treasure is in our collective consciousness. You'll learn about the lasting influence of these tales and how they continue to resonate with audiences today. The allure of treasure can be traced back to ancient times, connecting us to our ancestors' aspirations for wealth and adventure. As we discuss this, think about how these narratives reflect our human nature, the unending quest for the extraordinary. What treasures have never been found? Many famous pirate treasures remain elusive, sparking the imaginations of treasure hunters around the world. The legend of the Spanish galleons filled with gold and silver is a fascinating case study. The stories behind their disappearance are captivating, often filled with adventure and mystery. You'll learn about the ongoing searches for these treasures, where treasure hunters continue to pursue long-lost riches. With the advent of modern technology, the landscape of treasure hunting has changed dramatically, offering new hope to those seeking these elusive fortunes. But remember, the stories behind these treasures can be just as captivating as the search itself. The legends, the challenges, and the excitement of the hunt are all part of what makes treasure hunting so compelling. Treasures do pirates truly value? As we explore this topic, you'll find out that not all treasures are gold or silver. Many pirates valued essential items like food, supplies, and navigational tools. And you'll learn about the unexpected items found in treasure, revealing how the real value often lies in the stories they tell. For instance, imagine a treasure chest filled with spices, navigational instruments, or even maps leading to safe harbors. The real value of these treasures is often intertwined with the history and experiences that shape them. Were women involved in pirate treasure hunts? As we venture into the contributions of women in piracy, you'll hear stories of powerful female pirates who often played significant roles in treasure hunting. These tales challenge traditional views of pirates, highlighting how women were active participants in these adventures. You'll learn about the impact of female pirates and how their legacies have become woven into the fabric of pirate lore. Their contributions deserve recognition and add depth to our understanding of the pirate world. What technologies are used in treasure hunting today? In this section, you'll explore how treasure hunting has evolved with technology. From metal detectors to advanced sonar equipment, modern techniques are revolutionizing the hunt for lost pirate treasures. You'll learn how scientists study historical artifacts, emphasizing the importance of preserving pirate history. The bisect of science and treasure hunting opens up fascinating discussions about what we can learn from our past. Why do people hunt for treasure? You'll explore the motivations of treasure hunters, discovering that the thrill of the chase often proves more rewarding than the treasure itself. The quest taps into our innate curiosity and desire for adventure, bringing people together in unexpected ways. As we wrap up this journey, consider how treasure hunting connects us to stories of our past and the legacies we carry into the future. Treasure tells a tale, and every treasure hunt brings with it the potential for discovery. In this grand adventure, you've uncovered the many layers of pirate treasures, from the allure of wealth to the tales that shape our understanding of history. You can appreciate that treasure hunting is not just about gold, it's about the rich stories and people behind these treasures. Each treasure holds a tale waiting to be told, and now you have the tools to explore them further. What treasures have never been found? This question has captivated the imaginations of treasure hunters and history buffs alike. You might think of the legendary gold of the Spanish galleons, lost in storms and battles, but the truth is even more complex. Most people assume that treasure hunting is just about finding gold coins, but the reality is much richer and far more intriguing. As we dive into this section, you'll learn about some of the most famous pirate treasures that remain elusive to this day. The treasure of the Spanish galleons, for instance, is a fascinating case. Picture this: massive ships, heavily laden with gold, silver, and precious jewels, sunk beneath the waves, their riches still waiting to be discovered. However, the stories behind their disappearance are filled with adventure and tragedy, showcasing how perilous the high seas could be during the golden age of piracy. One intriguing fact is that the Spanish treasure fleets were often targeted by pirates. The Spanish crown invested heavily in these fleets, knowing they were carrying vast wealth from the New World. Many pirates, like Blackbeard and Captain Morgan, made their names by attacking these ships. But despite the fame of these attacks, the majority of the treasure was never recovered, leading to legends that still echo through history. Now, let's take a moment to consider the technology used in modern treasure hunting. You may think treasure hunting is just digging up the beach with a shovel, but advanced technology has changed the game entirely. From metal detectors to sonar equipment, treasure hunting has become a sophisticated endeavor. Many treasure hunters now rely on scientific techniques to locate potential sites for their searches. They analyze historical maps, study ocean currents, and use underwater drones to explore wreck sites that are often miles beneath the surface. A strange fact to consider is that some treasure hunters are now using satellite imagery to help identify potential shipwreck locations. Imagine navigating the vast ocean using technology that analyzes changes in the seabed and seafloor disturbances. This cutting-edge approach has led to significant discoveries, with hunters finding treasures long thought lost to the depths of the sea. But as we examine these missing treasures, we must also explore the ongoing searches. What drives these treasure hunters to risk their lives and resources in pursuit of something that may never be found? found. The thrill of the chase is often as intoxicating as the treasure itself. You'll discover that many treasure hunters form passionate communities, bonding over their shared love of adventure and discovery. Now let's dig deeper into the allure of treasure and why it continues to fascinate us. The allure of these missing treasures isn't just about wealth. It reflects a universal desire for adventure and the unknown. These stories tap into our imagination, inviting us to dream about what lies beneath the waves. Whether it's a lost ship from the Spanish Armada or hidden caches from notorious pirates, the idea that unimaginable wealth awaits just under the surface is a powerful motivator. But what about the human element behind these treasures? The stories of those who sought them are often as rich and compelling as the treasures themselves. For instance, many treasure hunters have their own incredible tales of adventure, sometimes filled with peril, betrayal, and unexpected friendships formed in the pursuit of treasure. The emotional stakes are high, and the passion for uncovering history can lead to profound revelations about the past. As we continue our exploration, consider how modern treasure hunting has transformed. You'll find that today's treasure hunters often use a combination of old-school techniques and modern technology, blending intuition with science to uncover the secrets of the past. The stories behind these searches highlight the lengths people will go to find what has been lost. Now let's talk about some of the specific treasures that have become legendary in their absence. One well-known case is the treasure of the Nuestra Señora de Atocha, a Spanish galleon that sank off the coast of Florida in 1622. This ship was carrying a fortune in gold and silver, and its loss is a story filled with heartbreak and excitement. After centuries of searching, the treasure was finally discovered in the 1980s. But even today, treasures from the Atocha are still being found, illustrating the ongoing allure of lost riches. But not all treasures are as straightforward. Some have become the stuff of legend, with stories that blur the lines between fact and fiction. The infamous Oak Island, for example, has captured the imaginations of treasure hunters for generations. Buried deep within its mysterious swamp, numerous attempts have been made to uncover whatever treasures lie hidden. Some believe it holds everything from pirate gold to Shakespearean manuscripts. The reality, however, is that despite years of excavation, the true nature of the treasure remains elusive, lending itself to speculation and ongoing fascination. As we look at the missing treasures, you might wonder, what does it take to be a successful treasure hunter today? The answer lies not just in technology, but in an unyielding spirit of adventure and a relentless pursuit of knowledge. Understanding the historical context, researching extensively, and being willing to explore even the most improbable theories are all part of the equation. The combination of passion and persistence is what sets successful treasure hunters apart. Now let's examine the role of unexpected treasures. What do pirates truly value? You might be surprised to learn that many pirates didn't just seek gold and jewels. In reality, many valued food, supplies, and freedom above all else. Imagine a pirate ship stocked not just with coins, but with barrels of rum and fresh provisions. Many pirates understood that survival depended on their resources. They knew that maintaining supplies could mean the difference between life and death on the high seas. As we explore this aspect, consider how the true value of treasure often lies not in its monetary worth, but in the history and stories it embodies. As we move to discuss the role of women in piracy, it's crucial to recognize that the tales of female pirates are often overlooked. You'll hear stories of powerful women who defied societal norms and took to the seas, becoming key players in treasure hunts. Their contributions challenge traditional views of piracy and reveal how diverse the pirate experience truly was. These women made significant impacts on pirate culture, proving that they were not just bystanders but vital players in the game of treasure hunting. The narratives of female pirates add richness to the stories we tell about this era, showing that treasure hunting was not confined to one gender, but was a pursuit that transcended boundaries. Now let's turn to the science of treasure hunting. What technologies are used today? You'll explore how advancements in technology have transformed the treasure hunting landscape. Modern methods like sonar and metal detectors allow treasure hunters to locate potential sites with incredible accuracy. These innovations have made treasure hunting more accessible than ever before, bridging the gap between the past and present. However, with these advancements come ethical dilemmas. What controversies do treasure hunters face? Now, you'll explore the debates surrounding treasure ownership and the responsibilities that come with uncovering history. Many argue that treasures should remain in their historical contexts, preserving the integrity of our shared heritage. Understanding the fine line between preservation and profit is essential for navigating the complex world of treasure hunting today. As we examine the historical figures behind legendary treasures, consider how these pirates left their marks on history. Figures like Blackbeard and Bartholomew Roberts often straddle the line between myth and reality. Their legacies continue to intrigue us today, weaving together tales of daring and adventure that captivate audiences. Finally, we'll delve into the mysteries of treasure locations. Each famous treasure site holds a rich history waiting to be discovered. You'll learn about the legends that surround these places, enhancing the allure of the treasures hidden within. Geography plays a significant role in these stories, shaping the narratives and adventures that unfold in pursuit of lost riches. As we wrap up, think about how local myths and legends enhance the treasure narrative. You'll hear about the myths associated with pirate treasure, which often add excitement and drama to the hunt. These stories evolve evolve over time, illustrating how folklore keeps the spirit of adventure alive. Looking ahead, we'll explore the future of treasure hunting. What lies ahead for treasure hunters? Emerging trends and new technologies hold the potential to change the way we search for treasure, with upcoming events promising exciting discoveries. The landscape of pirate treasure is ever evolving, filled with endless possibilities for those who dare to seek. And finally, let's uncover the most mysterious pirate treasures. You'll discover the top 10 treasures that remain shrouded in mystery, each with its unique story and legend. The allure of these treasures continues to captivate imaginations, inviting adventurers to partake in the timeless quest for hidden riches. As we conclude our journey, you've uncovered fascinating stories behind mysterious pirate treasures. Now you can appreciate that treasure hunting is not just about gold. It's about the rich history, legends, and the people behind these stories. Each treasure has a tale waiting to be told, and you have the tools to explore them further. What treasures do pirates truly value? Most people envision pirates as ruthless bandits who only sought gold and jewels. The reality is far more nuanced. Pirates, often seen as symbols of freedom and rebellion, actually placed significant value on a wide range of items, many of which were essential for survival on the high seas. In this section, we'll uncover the unexpected treasures that mattered to pirates beyond mere gold. Imagine a pirate ship sailing through turbulent waters, laden not only with chests of coins, but also with barrels of food, fresh water, and essential supplies. You might be surprised to learn that many pirates prioritize these items just as much as the glittering treasures we associate with their legacy. The pursuit of food and resources was a matter of life and death, making these items invaluable. Consider this strange fact. During the golden age of piracy, food shortages were rampant. Pirates often raided merchant ships not just for gold, but to secure vital supplies. A ship's hold might be filled with flour, salted meats, and rum, which were crucial for maintaining morale and ensuring survival during long voyages. The reality of pirate life was that gold coins could buy more provisions, making food a treasure in its own right. But what else did pirates value? Surprisingly, they also sought information. Knowledge about the waters, other ships, and potential trading routes could be as valuable as any gold doubloon. Pirates relied on skilled navigators and lookout crews to spot approaching ships or land. The ability to read the stars, understand weather patterns, and navigate treacherous waters often determined whether they lived to see another day. A well-informed pirate could outsmart a wealthier adversary, proving that intelligence was a form of treasure too. You might find it controversial to consider that the spirit of freedom was perhaps the greatest treasure of all for many pirates. After all, many pirates were former sailors who fled oppressive conditions on merchant ships or naval vessels. They sought not just gold, but the freedom to chart their own course, away from the constraints of society. This pursuit of autonomy shaped their lifestyle, their decisions, and ultimately their legacy. Now let's dive into the unexpected items often found in pirate treasures. You might picture gold coins spilling from chests, but many pirate catches included practical items like weapons, tools, and navigational instruments. Pirates valued weapons like cutlasses and pistols for their survival and dominance on the seas. A treasure chest could just as easily contain the means to survive another raid or fight off rivals. As we explore the history of pirate treasures, you'll discover the tales of hidden caches that revealed more than mere wealth. Some pirates stashed their treasures in remote locations, not only to protect their riches from authorities, but also to hide supplies from rival pirates. These caches could include food supplies, maps, or equipment essential for their ongoing survival. And what about the legendary treasures we often hear about? Yes, some were indeed filled with gold and jewels, but many have stories that speak to the heart of piracy. The tale of Captain Henry Morgan, for instance, highlights this duality. He amassed considerable wealth during his raids on Spanish settlements, but also sought out supplies to ensure his crew's survival. His treasures were a blend of gold and the vital resources necessary for sustaining a pirate's life. It's fascinating to note that not all pirates managed to keep their treasures. Infamous pirate William Kidd, for instance, initially sought riches but ended up in a web of deception and betrayal. His treasure was hidden, but when it was eventually unearthed, it consisted of various items, including arms and food supplies, highlighting the multifaceted nature of pirate treasures. Now let's delve into how the true value of treasure often lies in its history. Every item tells a story, from the coins that clink together in a pirate's chest to the navigational tools that guided them through uncharted waters. The items unearthed in treasure hunts often reveal the lifestyles, motivations, and struggles of pirates. Understanding this adds depth to the allure of the treasures themselves, transforming mere artifacts into windows into the past. When you think of treasure hunting today, it's easy to focus on the excitement of finding gold, but it's essential to recognize the stories behind the discoveries. Each piece of treasure carries its legacy, connecting modern treasure hunters to the adventures of their pirate predecessors. The thrill of discovery isn't just about wealth, it's also about uncovering the secrets of history and the lives of those who came before us. So, as we consider the unexpected treasures pirates valued, remember that the allure of piracy is not solely found in gold. It's a rich tapestry woven from the threads of survival, freedom, and adventure. These treasures, whether they were food, weapons, or information, showcase the resilience and ingenuity of those who roamed the seas, offering a fascinating glimpse into the life of pirates beyond beyond the stereotype. In conclusion, the real value of treasure lies not just in its monetary worth, but in the rich history and stories that accompany it. Pirates sought treasures that allowed them to live freely and thrive in a world filled with danger and uncertainty. The next time you think of pirate treasure, consider the myriad forms it can take and the lessons we can learn from the lives of those daring adventurers. What role did women play in the world of piracy? Most people picture pirates as rugged men with swords, but the reality is that women were vital to piracy's history, often in ways that are surprising and overlooked. This section delves into the significant contributions of female pirates, revealing stories that challenge conventional views and demonstrate the impact these women had on the pirate era. Imagine a woman like Anne Bonny, who not only sailed alongside male pirates but became a fierce warrior in her own right. Many people think piracy was solely a male domain, but history tells a different tale. And women like Anne Bonny and Mary Red broke through societal norms to carve out their places on the high seas. Their stories are not just about rebellion, but about courage, strategy, and determination in a world dominated by men. Let's consider a lesser-known fact. Piracy provided a unique escape for women in the 17th and 18th centuries, allowing them a taste of freedom that was otherwise hard to come by in a patriarchal society. For example, many women disguised themselves as men to join pirate crews, navigating life on ships and participating in raids. This defiance highlights how desperate some women were for autonomy, and it challenges the stereotype of women being passive or confined to domestic roles. One intriguing question arises: what drove these women to become pirates? In a time when women had limited rights and opportunities, many turned to piracy as a way to assert their independence and challenge the status quo. Female pirates were not merely seeking riches, they were claiming agency in a world that often sought to limit them. Mary Red, for instance, did not just want to escape a life of poverty. She desired adventure and autonomy. Now let's take a look at the impact these women had on pirate culture. Anne Bonny and Mary Red were notorious for their fierce reputations. They fought alongside their male counterparts and even commanded respect within their crews. Their very existence challenged the norms of gender roles during their time, inspiring future generations to seek freedom in their own lives. The idea that a woman could hold her own in battle and command a ship was radical and captivating. You may be surprised to learn that women were often seen as good luck charms on ships. Their presence was thought to bring prosperity and protection. However, this belief often came with a double-edged sword. While women could be revered for their contributions, they also faced immense challenges. For instance, female pirates who were captured often endured harsher punishments compared to their male counterparts. This discrepancy reveals the complexity of their status within pirate society. Moreover, let's not overlook the influence of women in the operational side of piracy. Women like Fanny Campbell, who disguised herself as a man to captain her own ship, managed crew and resources effectively. Her leadership showcases how women not only participated in piracy, but also thrived in roles that required intelligence, strategy, and decisiveness. Consider the legacy left by these women. Their stories have been romanticized in literature and film, but they also serve as historical reminders of women's resilience. From books to movies, the romanticized versions of Anne Bonny and Mary Red often overlook their struggles and achievements. This gives us an opportunity to appreciate the real women behind the legends. In discussing the contributions of women to piracy, we must also address the societal implications of their stories. The daring acts of female pirates reflected a significant shift in how women could define themselves outside traditional roles. They inspired future generations, showing that one's gender does not determine one's fate or potential. The revolutionary spirit they embodied can still resonate today. Tales of female pirates often end in tragedy or sensationalism. It's essential to recognize their strength and the legacy they left behind. These women did not merely sail the seas. They navigated a world of adversity and expectations, proving that they were just as capable as their male counterparts. So, as we explore the world of piracy, remember that it was not only a men's game. Women were integral to its fabric, their contributions deserving of recognition and respect. The narratives of Anne Bonny, Mary Red, and other female pirates enrich our understanding of this fascinating chapter in history, inviting us to appreciate the depth of their experiences and the strength they displayed. In conclusion, the role of women in piracy is a story of defiance, strength, and remarkable courage. These women not only contributed to the culture of piracy, but also left lasting legacies that challenge our understanding of gender roles in history. As we continue to uncover the rich stories of the past, let us celebrate the fearless women who dared to sail against the tide and carve their names into the annals of history. What technologies are used in treasure hunting today? Most people picture treasure hunting as a romanticized adventure, but the reality is that it has evolved into a high-tech pursuit, relying on cutting-edge tools and techniques. In this section, we'll explore how science has transformed treasure hunting into a systematic and strategic endeavor, unveiling secrets that have been hidden for centuries. Imagine scanning the ocean floor with sonar technology, a method once reserved for military applications, but now essential for locating shipwrecks and submerged treasures. One intriguing fact: sonar can create detailed maps of the underwater landscape, helping treasure hunters identify potential sites of interest. This innovation has allowed treasure seekers to explore areas that were previously deemed inaccessible, opening up new possibilities for discovery. Let's delve into how metal detectors have revolutionized the game. While many think of metal detectors as simple devices, modern models use advanced technology to differentiate between various types of metals, helping treasure hunters discern valuable artifacts from trash. A little-known fact is that some of the most advanced metal detectors can even recognize the shape and size of objects buried underground, giving hunters the edge they need to locate treasures buried deep in the earth. You might wonder, how does one go from merely detecting metal to uncovering actual treasures? The answer lies in meticulous planning and research. Many treasure hunters invest hours in studying historical maps, documents, and records, piecing together clues that point to possible treasure locations. This legwork can often be just as crucial as the technology used in the hunt. Let's not overlook the role of drones in modern treasure hunting. Drones equipped with high-resolution cameras and infrared technology can survey vast areas quickly, spotting anomalies on the landscape that might indicate buried treasure. For instance, a drone can identify changes in soil color or texture that could signal the presence of a shipwreck or a hidden cache. Drones into treasure hunting not only speeds up the process, but also increases the chances of success. As we explore the science behind treasure hunting, we cannot ignore the contributions of archaeologists. Their methods, honed through years of study, provide valuable insights into the historical context of treasures. Using scientific dating techniques, they can determine the age of artifacts and establish their historical significance. This scientific approach transforms treasure hunting from a mere quest for riches into an important tool for preserving history. One interesting question arises: what happens when treasure hunters find artifacts? The ethical considerations are significant. Many treasure hunters grapple with the moral dilemma of whether to keep their finds or donate them to museums, where they can be preserved for future generations. This raises the question of ownership. Should treasures found in the ocean belong to the finder or the country whose waters they were found in? You may be surprised to learn that underwater archaeology has developed rigorous protocols to ensure that treasures are excavated responsibly. This involves meticulous documentation and careful excavation to preserve the integrity of the site. The goal is not just to find treasure, but to protect the historical context in which it was found, preventing the loss of invaluable information. The intersection of science and treasure hunting doesn't end with technology. It also includes environmental considerations. Modern treasure hunters are increasingly aware of their impact on the environment. Practices that minimize disruption to marine ecosystems are becoming standard, showcasing a growing commitment to sustainable treasure hunting. This evolution is vital as it ensures that treasure hunting can continue for future generations while preserving the natural world. Let's also touch upon the role of social media in treasure hunting today. Treasure hunters share tips, techniques, and stories online, creating communities that encourage collaboration and knowledge sharing. These platforms can generate interest and excitement around local treasure hunts, inspiring amateur treasure seekers to embark on their own quests. As we look to the future, the potential for new technologies to revolutionize treasure hunting is vast. Innovations in artificial intelligence and machine learning could analyze historical data in ways we can't yet imagine, predicting where treasures might be located based on patterns and trends. The possibilities are limited only by our imagination and the continued development of technology. While treasure hunting once relied heavily on luck and chance, the incorporation of science has transformed it into a disciplined and strategic pursuit. Today, treasure hunters are not just dreamers. They are researchers, scientists, and adventurers equipped with the latest tools to uncover the mysteries of the past. In conclusion, the science of treasure hunting represents a fascinating intersection of technology, ethics, and adventure. As we continue to explore the depths of our oceans and the layers of our history, let us remember that each treasure has a story waiting to be told, and the methods we use to uncover them shape our understanding of the past. With every dig, every scan, and every discovery, we inch closer to unraveling the mysteries that lie beneath the surface, ensuring that the allure of treasure hunting will endure for generations to come. Why do people hunt for treasure? It's a question that goes beyond the simple allure of gold and jewels. Most people think treasure hunting is purely about the riches one can find, but the reality is far more complex and deeply human. In this section, we'll dive into the motivations that drive individuals to seek out treasure, revealing the psychological and social factors that make this pursuit so captivating. At its core, treasure hunting taps into fundamental aspects of human nature. One fascinating aspect is the thrill of the chase. For many, the journey of searching for treasure can be more rewarding than the treasure itself. Picture this: a treasure hunter armed with a metal detector stands on a windswept beach, heart racing as they scan the sand. Each beep of the detector sends a rush of adrenaline, creating a sense of anticipation that can be intoxicating. The thrill of discovery, even the possibility of finding something valuable, fuels their passion. You might be surprised to learn that treasure hunting is often about connection and community. Many treasure hunters form close-knit groups, sharing tips, techniques, and stories about their adventures. This camaraderie fosters a sense of belonging and mutual support, which can be incredibly fulfilling. The friendships forged in these communities often lead to unexpected adventures and memories that treasure hunters cherish more than the finds themselves. Consider the story of a group of amateur treasure treasure hunters in the United States who come together every weekend to explore local sites. Their discussions aren't just about treasure. They swap stories about family history, local legends, and the excitement of their most recent finds. These interactions create bonds that extend beyond the hunt, highlighting the importance of social connection in this pursuit. The reality is, treasure hunting is not just about the treasure. It's about the shared experiences and the stories created along the way. Many treasure hunters are also driven by curiosity and a desire to explore the unknown. The idea of uncovering hidden histories is incredibly appealing. People love to imagine the stories behind the items they find, who owned them, how they were used, and what they can tell us about the past. This quest for knowledge can be a significant motivator, transforming the hunt into a treasure trove of stories waiting to be told. Now let's delve into a more controversial aspect of treasure hunting, the moral dilemmas associated with it. Some believe that treasure hunting is an ethical gray area. For instance, when a treasure hunter uncovers artifacts from a shipwreck, should they keep it, sell it, or donate it to a museum? Many argue that historical treasures should remain in their original context to preserve their significance. This debate can lead to internal conflicts for treasure hunters, as they weigh personal gain against historical preservation. It's a dilemma that challenges their motivations and ultimately shapes their identity as hunters. You may find it interesting that treasure hunting also serves as a form of escapism for many individuals. In a world filled with daily stresses, the idea of embarking on a treasure hunt offers a break from routine. The search itself provides an opportunity to escape reality, immerse oneself in adventure, and tap into a sense of wonder and excitement that life can sometimes lack. For some, treasure hunting becomes a way to reconnect with their inner child. The thrill of adventure and the promise of discovery invigorate their spirits. Let's take a moment to reflect on an unexpected fact. Some treasure hunters are motivated by a sense of competition. The adrenaline rush associated with competing for the best finds can turn treasure hunting into a thrilling sport. Competitions and events often attract hunters from far and wide, eager to showcase their skills and discover who can find the rarest treasure. This competitive spirit adds another layer to the treasure hunting community, creating excitement and camaraderie. Moreover, treasure hunting has evolved with the times. With the advent of social media, hunters share their stories, discoveries, and tips online, further fostering a sense of community and connection. The influence of social media has introduced a new generation to the thrill of treasure hunting, igniting interest and participation in ways never seen before. Online forums and platforms allow hunters to exchange information, create partnerships, and even organize group hunts, enriching the overall experience. In conclusion, treasure hunting is not merely a pursuit of material wealth. It is a multifaceted journey rooted in adventure, curiosity, connection, and even competition. The thrill of the chase, the community bonds formed, and the stories uncovered along the way make treasure hunting a deeply human experience. It challenges us to consider our motivations and the ethical implications of our pursuits while igniting our sense of wonder and excitement. The next time you think about treasure hunting, remember that it's more than just finding gold. It's about the journey, the people, and the histories waiting to be discovered. Picture this: a rugged adventurer with a metal detector scanning the shoreline for the remnants of a shipwreck or buried loot. But there's more to this world than meets the eye. Modern treasure hunters are a diverse group of individuals who come from various backgrounds, each driven by their unique passions and aspirations. The stories they bring to the treasure hunting community are as rich and varied as the treasures they seek. You'll be surprised to discover that some of today's treasure hunters are scientists, historians, and archaeologists. They apply their expertise to uncover lost artifacts and ensure that these discoveries are preserved for future generations. One notable example is the work of underwater archaeologists who dive into the depths of the ocean to locate shipwrecks. These professionals not only search for treasures but also study the historical significance of their finds. Their goal is to piece together stories of the past, revealing what life was like during the age of piracy. However, not all treasure hunters are academics. Some are everyday people who have taken on this thrilling pursuit as a hobby. These individuals often band together in communities, sharing tips and tales of their adventures. Imagine a weekend gathering where amateur treasure hunters swap stories about their latest finds, from ancient coins to long-lost jewelry. The camaraderie and shared excitement of discovery create a unique bond among them, reminiscent of the pirate crews of old. This sense of community is a vital aspect of treasure hunting today. As you delve deeper, you'll learn that many treasure hunters have incredible, sometimes downright unbelievable stories. Take the case of a retired school teacher who turned her passion for history into a treasure hunting adventure. Armed with just a metal detector and a thirst for knowledge, she uncovered a cache of rare coins from the Revolutionary War buried in her backyard. Her discovery not only changed her life, but also added valuable pieces to the historical narrative of her town. These personal tales of triumph often inspire others to join the hunt, but it's not all smooth sailing. The reality is that treasure hunting comes with its own set of challenges and risks. Weather conditions can be unpredictable, and legal hurdles may arise when hunting in certain locations. And that some treasure hunters face ethical dilemmas when it comes to ownership and preservation. For instance, when a treasure is found on private land or in historically significant areas, questions arise about who gets to keep it and what should be done with it. This gray area of ownership can lead to conflict, illustrating the complexities of modern treasure hunting. What's even more intriguing is the technology that modern treasure hunters now have at their disposal. While the classic image of treasure hunting often conjures up thoughts of shovels and maps, today's hunters frequently use cutting-edge equipment. High-tech metal detectors, ground-penetrating radar, and underwater drones are just some of the tools that have revolutionized the field. With these advancements, hunters can locate treasures buried deeper than ever before and explore areas previously thought to be unreachable. However, technology isn't the only driving force behind treasure hunting today. The allure of potential riches remains a significant motivator. You might be surprised to learn that the excitement of the hunt can sometimes overshadow the actual value of the treasure itself. Many treasure hunters would agree that the thrill of discovery, the adrenaline rush that comes with finding something rare and valuable, is worth far more than the monetary value of the treasure. This chase for excitement draws in individuals from all walks of life, united by a common goal: to uncover history. Let's not forget the rising phenomenon of treasure hunting shows that have captured public interest. These programs often glamorize the hunt, showcasing dramatic finds and the thrill of adventure. They provide a platform for treasure hunters to share their experiences and can inspire viewers to embark on their own quests for discovery. However, some critics argue that these shows sometimes misrepresent the realities of treasure hunting, leading viewers to believe that significant finds are commonplace. The truth is that every treasure hunt is a journey filled with uncertainty, and the rewards are rarely guaranteed. In a world driven by social media, the community aspect of treasure hunting has expanded exponentially. Hunters share their finds online, creating a digital treasure trove of stories and insights. This online presence fosters a sense of belonging, encourages knowledge sharing, and keeps the spirit of adventure alive. You'll find groups dedicated to treasure hunting where members exchange tips, post photos of their discoveries, and celebrate each other's successes, demonstrating that the hunt is as much about community as it is about the treasures themselves. As we explore the world of modern treasure hunters, it's essential to recognize the passion that drives them. These individuals are not merely chasing after riches. They are pursuing adventure, connection, and the thrill of uncovering stories from the past. Their journeys, filled with excitement and challenges, offer a glimpse into a vibrant subculture that thrives on curiosity and discovery. In conclusion, the realm of modern treasure hunters is a fascinating tapestry woven from diverse backgrounds, motivations, and technologies. Their stories are often filled with inspiration, camaraderie, and ethical dilemmas, reminding us that treasure hunting is not just about finding gold. It's about the human experiences and connections forged along the way. So, the next time you think of treasure hunters, remember the rich narratives and the incredible journeys that come with this thrilling pursuit. What ethical dilemmas do treasure hunters face? The world of treasure hunting is not just a thrilling pursuit of riches. It is also fraught with complex moral and legal challenges that can leave hunters in a gray area of ethics and legality. As we dive into this topic, consider this. While many treasure hunters are driven by passion and curiosity, they often encounter conflicts between personal gain and the preservation of history. One of the most pressing debates revolves around treasure ownership. Imagine you stumble upon a shipwreck laden with gold coins. The excitement is palpable, but then comes the question: who treasure hunting vary by country and even by regions within countries. In many places, treasures found on public land may belong to the state, while discoveries made on private land might be claimed by the landowner. This ambiguity can lead to disputes and tensions between treasure hunters and authorities. A controversial point arises here. Some treasure hunters argue that these artifacts belong to those who discover them, while others believe they should remain in the context of their historical origin. This conflict between individual rights and cultural heritage sets the stage for heated debates. Adding to the complexity, many believe that treasure should remain in its historical context rather than being removed and sold for profit. There's a fascinating fact that often goes unnoticed. Many artifacts are often discovered in a finder's keeper's fashion, leading to a loss of their historical narrative. When artifacts are taken out of their original context, they can lose their connection to the past, depriving historians and the public of valuable insights. This raises the question: how do we balance the thrill of discovery with the responsibility of preserving history? It's a dilemma that challenges the very foundation of treasure hunting. Laws protecting cultural heritage are also critical in this conversation. In many countries, legal frameworks exist to safeguard historical sites and artifacts from looting and exploitation. Yet these laws can be difficult to navigate for treasure hunters who are genuinely seeking to discover and preserve history. For instance, in some jurisdictions, even minor discoveries might require permits and licenses, adding layers of bureaucracy to an already complex field. This regulation can be a double-edged sword. While it protects historical integrity, it may also hinder the efforts of passionate hunters eager to share their findings with the world. On a different note, there's a growing recognition of the importance of preservation over profit. Many modern treasure hunters are beginning to see themselves as stewards of history rather than just seekers of fortune. For instance, some individuals and organizations prioritize the conservation of artifacts, opting to donate or exhibit their finds to museums rather than selling them for profit. This shift in mindset highlights a fascinating trend. As more hunters embrace their role role as guardians of the past. The potential for collaboration with historians and archaeologists increases. The result, a more responsible and sustainable approach to treasure hunting that honors both the thrill of discovery and the importance of cultural heritage. The ethical landscape of treasure hunting is further complicated by the community aspects. Many treasure hunters operate in groups, sharing tips, stories, and even findings. This camaraderie can create a culture of support, but it also introduces challenges when it comes to accountability. What happens when one member of a treasure hunting group finds something of significant value? Should they share it equally, or should the finder retain ownership? Disputes over shared finds can lead to fractures in relationships, highlighting the importance of establishing clear agreements and expectations within these communities. As you delve deeper into the world of treasure hunting, it becomes evident that there are multiple layers of complexity intertwined with the thrill of discovery. Treasure hunters often find themselves balancing personal ambition with ethical considerations and legal obligations. Their stories reflect a broader narrative of humanity's quest for understanding and connection with the past. Every treasure hunt has the potential to reveal a part of history, and with that comes the responsibility to honor and protect that legacy. Moreover, the future of treasure hunting is evolving alongside technology and societal attitudes. As new technologies emerge, such as advanced sonar, drones, and AI, treasure hunters are gaining new tools to uncover hidden artifacts, while also facing increased scrutiny regarding ethical practices. This evolving landscape challenges treasure hunters to adapt, raising questions about how technology can enhance the discovery process while still prioritizing ethical considerations. In conclusion, the controversies in treasure hunting serve as a reminder that the pursuit of riches often intersects with the stewardship of history. As the treasure hunting community continues to grow and evolve, the conversations around ethics, ownership, and preservation will remain at the forefront. It's a journey that invites us all to reflect on our values and responsibilities as we seek to uncover the stories of the past. The world of treasure hunting is filled with excitement, challenges, and opportunities, and the path ahead is one that demands thoughtfulness and integrity. Who are the pirates behind the legendary treasures? As we delve into the world of piracy, we encounter a cast of characters who have not only defined what it means to be a pirate, but have also left a mark on history that continues to captivate our imaginations. Most people think of pirates as simple rogues and outlaws, but the reality is far more complex. Behind every legend, there are stories of ambition, betrayal, and sometimes even heroism. Let's start with the infamous Blackbeard, whose real name was Edward Teach. He's perhaps the most famous pirate of all time, known for his fearsome appearance, complete with a thick black beard and the habit of tying slow-burning fuses into his beard to create a terrifying sight in battle. Did you know that before he became Blackbeard, he served as a privateer during Queen Anne's War? His transformation from a legitimate sailor to one of the most feared pirates in history illustrates the fine line between legality and piracy during the golden age of piracy. It's a classic tale of how desperation and opportunity can lead to a life of crime. Then there's Bartholomew Roberts, known as Black Bart. He captured over 400 ships during his pirate career and was so successful that he is often considered the most prolific pirate in history. What's fascinating about Roberts is his strict pirate code, which included rules about how treasure was divided among the crew. This not only established a sense of fairness, but also built loyalty among his men. Contrary to the image of pirates as chaotic and lawless, Roberts demonstrated a surprising level of organization and discipline within his crew. One of the more controversial figures in piracy is Captain Kidd. Initially a privateer, Kidd's story takes a turn when he was accused of turning to piracy after a series of unfortunate events. His trial became a sensational event, leading to debates about the ethics of privateering versus piracy. Kidd's treasure, rumored to be hidden, has sparked countless treasure hunts, with people believing that if they find it, they'll unlock the mystery of his downfall. Yet, the reality is that many of the stories surrounding Kidd are embellished, showing how the narrative around pirates often morphs over time to reflect societal values and fears. Let's not forget Anne Bonny and Mary Red, two of the few known female pirates. Their stories challenge traditional gender roles, especially in a time when women were expected to remain at home. Bonny, known for her fierce temper and cunning, dressed as a man to join her pirate crew. She and Red became notorious for their ruthless tactics. Their partnership symbolizes not only the fight for equality, but also the unique place women had in piracy, often overlooked in the male-dominated narratives of the time. The mystery surrounding their lives and the eventual fate they faced adds layers to their story, making them unforgettable figures in pirate lore. Another interesting character is Captain Charles Vane, known for his rebellious nature and defiance of pirate norms. He was a fierce captain who often chose the life of a pirate over settling down. His audacity led to clashes with more successful pirates, showcasing the internal conflicts within pirate society. Vane's life reflects the constant power struggle and shifting alliances that defined piracy in the Caribbean. Each of these figures not only contributed to the rich tapestry of pirate history, but also challenges us to rethink our perceptions of piracy. The true stories of these pirates, marked by ambition, conflict, and even camaraderie, reveal a world far more intricate than the romanticized tales we often hear. Their legacies live on, not just in the treasures they left behind, but in the stories that continue to be told, captivating motivating new generations of treasure hunters and history enthusiasts alike. Piracy is not just about treasure, it's about the people behind the legend. As we explore the lives of these pirates, we discover that their tales often reflect broader themes of ambition, morality, and the human condition. These historical figures remind us that while they may have sought golden glory, their stories are ultimately about the complexities of life, the choices we make, and the legacies we leave behind. How does modern piracy relate to historical pirates? Most people think of piracy as a thing of the past, relegated to dusty history books and Hollywood films. However, the reality is that the essence of piracy endures in various forms even today. Picture this: modern pirates often employ the same cunning and ruthlessness as their historical counterparts, operating in some of the world's most dangerous waters, like the Gulf of Aden or the waters off Somalia. Let's delve deeper into the evolution of piracy and uncover the surprising parallels between the past and present. Historically, piracy arose out of a complex mix of economic desperation, national rivalries, and the lure of riches found in the vast seas. Pirates of the Golden Age, like Blackbeard and Captain Kidd, were not just lawless marauders but also products of their time, often engaging in acts that could be seen as a form of rebellion against oppressive systems or colonial powers. For instance, many pirates started as sailors in merchant ships and turned to piracy as a means of survival, seeking freedom from the harsh realities of life at sea. Fast forward to today, and we see that many modern pirates are similarly motivated by dire circumstances. In places like Somalia, where economic opportunities are limited and the government is weak, piracy has become a way for desperate individuals to assert control and gain wealth. The motivations may differ in specifics, but the underlying themes of survival and rebellion echo across the centuries. An intriguing aspect of modern piracy is its organization. Today's pirates often operate in well-structured groups, employing tactics reminiscent of the methods used by their historical predecessors. They utilize speedboats, advanced communication technology, and intelligence-gathering techniques to target cargo ships and oil tankers. It's a stark contrast to the traditional image of pirates as solitary figures, highlighting how piracy has adapted to the modern world while retaining its core elements. And you may find it surprising that not all modern piracy is about brute force. Some acts of piracy are conducted with a level of sophistication that would make historical pirates green with envy. For example, some pirates engage in elaborate schemes involving kidnapping for ransom, taking hostages, and demanding millions in exchange for their release. The logistics and planning involved in such operations reflect a deep understanding of maritime law and economic principles, showing that these pirates are far from the mindless criminals we often envision. Now let's consider the cultural perceptions surrounding piracy. Just as the pirates of the past became folk heroes and villains, modern pirates have also captured the public's imagination, albeit in different ways. Movies and books continue to romanticize the pirate life, yet they often ignore the harsh realities faced by those involved in modern piracy. It challenges us to question our romantic notions of piracy. Is it truly the same adventurous spirit that drives modern-day pirates, or is it more about survival and desperation? Despite the differences in time and technology, the parallels between modern and historical piracy raise important ethical questions. Just as the world debated the morality of privateering in the past, we must now consider the global implications of piracy today. Countries often struggle to find effective ways to combat piracy without infringing on the rights of those who are simply trying to survive. The dilemma lies in addressing the root causes of piracy: poverty, lack of education, and political instability, rather than solely focusing on punishment. The evolution of piracy reveals the complexities of human nature and the desperate measures people will take in the face of adversity. Understanding these connections helps us appreciate the historical context of piracy while acknowledging its modern-day realities. As we explore this dynamic landscape, it becomes clear that piracy, in all its forms, continues to challenge our perceptions of legality, morality, and humanity. The world of piracy remains as compelling today as it was centuries ago, with the promise of adventure, the lure of treasure, and the shadow of lawlessness still intertwined. What does this mean for the future? As we consider the ongoing battle against modern piracy, we find ourselves at a crossroads where history, culture, and ethics collide. That's a conversation that needs to be had, shedding light on the hidden depths of this age-old practice and its relevance in our world today. What makes treasure locations so intriguing? Most people think that treasures are hidden in far-off lands, waiting to be discovered by brave adventurers. But the reality is that many famous treasure sites have rich histories intertwined with the myths and legends of the pirates who once roamed those waters. Today, we'll uncover the hidden stories behind these locations and discover why they hold such a magnetic allure for treasure hunters. Imagine this: a crumbling map, its edges frayed and yellowed with age, leads to a secluded beach on a remote island. The air is thick with anticipation as modern-day treasure seekers venture forth, hoping to uncover gold doubloons and priceless artifacts. But what they often find is a tapestry of history that's just as valuable as any treasure chest filled with coins. Each treasure location has its own unique story, shaped by the events that unfolded there and the pirates who once called it home. Let's take a closer look at some of these fabled locations. For instance, the infamous Oak Island in Nova Scotia, Canada, is steeped in mystery. Many believe that the island is hiding the treasure of the legendary pirate Captain Kidd. Over the years, countless treasure hunters have scoured its shores, only to be met with hidden traps and unanswered questions. The search for the treasure is ongoing, but what keeps people returning is not just the promise of gold. It's the thrill of the chase and the stories that emerge from each failed attempt. Did you know that more than 6 lives have been lost in the search for treasure on Oak Island? This dark statistic adds an eerie allure to the site, drawing in adventurers like moths to a flame. Geography plays a crucial role in the appeal of treasure locations. Think about it. Many treasure sites are often strategically chosen for their natural defenses, like rocky shores or dense jungles, making them difficult to access. This secrecy not only protects the treasure but also adds to its legend. The more inaccessible a treasure is, the more captivating its story becomes. A lesser-known fact is that pirate treasure was often buried in places that were visible from the sea but hidden from land. Pirates would use the landscape to their advantage, ensuring that their loot was safe from prying eyes. Now let's dive into the legends that surround these places. The story of the lost gold of the Confederate Army takes us to the southern United States, where rumors swirl about a lost shipment of gold that was meant to finance the Confederate war effort. The gold is believed to be hidden in the Appalachian Mountains, and numerous searches have been conducted over the years, yet no definitive evidence has ever surfaced. This story illustrates the lengths to which people will go, driven by the idea of uncovering a hidden fortune. The conflict between the North and South during the Civil War adds layers of emotional and historical significance, turning the search for the gold into a quest for closure, understanding, and perhaps even redemption. Local myths and legends enhance the narratives around these treasure locations. In many cultures, tales of cursed treasure have emerged, warning would-be treasure seekers of the dangers that lie ahead. The infamous cursed treasure of the Flor de la Mar, which sank off the coast of Malaysia, is said to have brought misfortune to those who dare to seek it. The ship was loaded with gold and silver, but its wreckage is believed to be haunted by the souls of those who perished with it. This adds a tantalizing layer of fear and intrigue to the location, as people wonder if they are being watched by those who came before them. The allure of mystery is one of the driving forces behind the treasure hunting phenomena. The more enigmatic a treasure location is, the more it captivates the imagination. Take the case of the treasure of Lima, which was lost in the early 19th century when Spanish loyalists tried to transport gold to safety during the revolutionary upheaval in South America. The treasure was never found, and tales of its whereabouts continue to evolve, with theories ranging from being hidden on a deserted island to being buried deep within the Peruvian jungles. Each theory is a thread in the larger narrative of human ambition, greed, and the unyielding quest for fortune. As we consider the mysteries of treasure locations, we also uncover the human element behind these stories. The thrill of the hunt is universal, echoing across cultures and generations. It taps into our innate desire to seek out the unknown and the unexplored. The challenges faced and the stories encountered along the way are often more rewarding than the treasure itself. Moreover, these treasure locations are frequently surrounded by modern endeavors to protect and preserve their historical significance. Archaeologists and historians work tirelessly to ensure that any findings are carefully documented, shedding light on the rich tapestry of human history that these treasures represent. This conservation effort reflects a broader understanding that treasure hunting is not just about material wealth. It's about honoring the legacies of those who came before us. In conclusion, the mysteries of treasure locations captivate our imagination for a multitude of reasons. From the rich histories intertwined with the legends to the cultural myths that shape our perceptions, each site offers a unique glimpse into the past. The allure of treasure hunting lies not only in the possibility of unearthing gold and silver, but also in the stories that are waiting to be told. As we continue to explore these fabled locations, we are reminded of the timeless connection between humanity, adventure, and the pursuit of the unknown. Through the pursuit of hidden treasures or the unraveling of ancient myths, the journey is always as important as the destination. How do local stories enhance the treasure narrative? Most people think that pirate tales are simply fanciful stories meant to entertain, but the reality is that these local myths and legends often hold deep cultural significance and reveal fascinating truths about human history. They add layers of excitement, drama, and even caution to the treasure hunting experience, making each hunt not just about the treasure, but about the stories that shape our understanding of the past. Consider this: the legend of Captain William Kidd, a notorious pirate whose fate became entwined with countless myths. Kidd's reputation as a ruthless pirate was often overshadowed by the tales of buried treasure that he supposedly left behind. Local lore claims that Kidd hid his riches on various islands, from the Caribbean to the shores of New England. However, the question remains, how much of this story is rooted in truth? The very fact that a historical figure's legacy has been transformed into a treasure narrative demonstrates the power of local myths in shaping our perceptions of piracy. As we delve deeper into these narratives, we uncover a strange and amusing fact. Many local tales are passed down through generations, often embellished with humor or moral lessons. For instance, in some coastal towns, tales of ghostly pirates haunting the shores after their treasures were stolen serve as both a warning and a playful reminder of the dangers of greed. These stories captivate the imagination and keep the spirit of adventure alive, encouraging community participation participation in preserving local history. But it's not just about entertainment. Local myths often serve as a cultural compass. They reflect the values, fears, and hopes of the communities that create them. For example, in Caribbean cultures, stories of buried pirate treasure can symbolize a longing for freedom and self-determination. Pirates are often romanticized as rebels against oppressive forces, and the treasures they leave behind represent not just wealth but the possibility of a better lot. This controversial view of piracy challenges mainstream narratives that depict pirates solely as criminals. Every treasure hunt is steeped in these rich narratives, making the search for treasure a journey through local history. When modern treasure hunters set out to find legendary lost riches, they are not just looking for gold. They are engaging with the very fabric of the community's past. A little-known fact is that many treasure hunters make it a point to research local legends before embarking on their adventures, understanding that these stories can provide invaluable insights into where they might look for treasures. Exploring local myths also reveals how folklore evolves over time. Many stories begin with a kernel of truth, but as they are retold, they transform, adding fantastical elements that spark curiosity. Take the tale of the treasure of the Flor de la Mar, which sank in 1511 off the coast of Malaysia. Originally, it was simply a sunken ship carrying a vast fortune. Over time, it morphed into a tale of ghostly apparitions guarding the treasure, warnings about the greed it brings, and the promises of great fortune to those pure of heart. Each retelling adds a layer of intrigue that keeps the legend alive and relevant to new generations. Yet, amidst this tapestry of tales, we must recognize that not all legends are benevolent. Some local stories serve to instill fear, discouraging treasure hunters from seeking riches in certain areas. For instance, in some cultures, the belief that cursed treasures exist can deter individuals from searching, as they fear the repercussions of disturbing the resting place of a pirate's ill-gotten gains. This duality of local myths adds a complex layer to the treasure hunting narrative. Each location is rich with the stories of those who came before. As we wrap up our exploration of local myths and legends, we come to understand their vital role in the treasure hunting narrative. They shape our perceptions, inspire our pursuits, and remind us of the delicate balance between myth and reality. By engaging with these stories, treasure hunters and historians alike honor the legacies of those who lived and loved in the shadow of piracy. In essence, the allure of treasure hunting transcends the mere act of searching for riches. It is a quest that weaves together the threads of history, culture, and personal ambition. The myths and legends that surround treasure locations serve as a testament to our shared human experience, inviting us to participate in a grand adventure that spans centuries and continents. As we seek out treasures, we also uncover the stories that breathe life into the past, reminding us that every treasure has a tale waiting to be told. What lies ahead for treasure hunters? Most people think that treasure hunting is simply about finding lost riches, but the reality is that it's a constantly evolving field, driven by technology, culture, and human curiosity. As we explore the future of treasure hunting, we'll uncover emerging trends, the impact of new technologies, and how treasure hunting events shape our understanding of history. Imagine this: in the near future, you might find yourself using virtual reality to simulate underwater treasure hunts, or employing drones equipped with advanced sensors to scan for hidden artifacts. This isn't science fiction, it's rapidly becoming a reality. The world of treasure hunting is being revolutionized by innovation, opening doors to possibilities that were once deemed impossible. But let's consider a strange fact that often gets overlooked. In the age of instant information and advanced technology, many treasure hunters still rely on old-fashioned methods like maps and traditional excavation. Why? There's something inherently romantic about the chase, the physical connection to the land, and the history embedded in every shovel of dirt. This blend of modern tech and traditional methods illustrates a fascinating conflict between the past and the future. As we dig deeper, we'll discover that new technologies are not just enhancing the way we hunt for treasure, but are also democratizing access to these adventures. Today, anyone with a metal detector and a bit of research can embark on their treasure hunting journey. This accessibility is both a blessing and a challenge. While it encourages more people to engage in treasure hunting, it also raises ethical questions about ownership and preservation. For example, imagine stumbling upon a buried artifact that could change our understanding of history. What should you do? Should you keep it, report it, sell it? In many places, laws are being re-evaluated to protect cultural heritage, balancing the excitement of discovery with the need to preserve historical context. This brings up a controversial point. Should all treasure be returned to its rightful owners, or does the thrill of discovery belong to the finder? A rare fact to ponder is that many countries are establishing treasure hunting festivals to celebrate the thrill of discovery while promoting responsible practices. These events not only showcase the latest technologies, but also foster a sense of community among treasure hunters. They serve as platforms for sharing techniques, stories, and sometimes even rivalries, creating an engaging culture around treasure hunting that draws in enthusiasts from all walks of life. As we look toward the future, the landscape of treasure hunting is also being shaped by environmental considerations. The movement towards sustainable practices is becoming more prominent, with treasure hunters encouraged to leave no trace and ensure that their pursuits do not harm the environment. This shift is significant, as it reflects a growing awareness of our planet's fragility and the responsibility responsibility we have as explorers. Moreover, upcoming treasure hunting events are not just about finding lost items. They often incorporate educational components. Workshops, talks, and demonstrations about the historical significance of discoveries are becoming staples at these gatherings. This not only enriches the experience for participants, but also bridges the gap between amateur treasure hunters and professional archaeologists, fostering collaboration and mutual respect. However, amidst this optimistic outlook, there remains a lingering question. As technology advances, will the human element of treasure hunting be lost? Many traditionalists argue that the heart of treasure hunting lies in the thrill of the search, the serendipity of discovery, and the stories that come with each find. They fear that as technology takes over, the art of treasure hunting may lose its soul. In summary, the future of treasure hunting is bright and filled with potential. It's in with innovation, encouraging inclusivity while raising important ethical questions. As we move forward, it's crucial to remember that the essence of treasure hunting is not just about the treasure itself, but the history, the adventures, and the connections we make along the way. Each treasure hunt is a chapter in a larger story, and the next page is yet to be written. So what does the future hold for you as a treasure hunter? With curiosity, passion, and a respect for history, the possibilities are endless. Embrace the journey, cherish the stories, and who knows, you might just uncover the next great mystery waiting to be revealed. As we journey through the realm of pirate treasures, we arrive at one of the most captivating topics, the most mysterious pirate treasures that still elude discovery. Most people think that all pirate treasures have been uncovered, but the reality is that countless treasures remain hidden, each with a story that adds to the allure of adventure and exploration. Today, we'll delve into 10 of the most mysterious treasures, uncovering the legends and the ongoing searches that keep these stories alive. Let's start with a treasure that has inspired treasure hunters for centuries, the treasure of the infamous Captain Kidd. After a series of misfortunes and a trial that painted him as a villain, his treasure, believed to be hidden in the Caribbean, has never been fully recovered. The legend says that Kidd buried a significant portion of his loot on Gardiner's Island, but to this day, no one knows exactly where it is. An equally intriguing case involves the legendary Spanish galleon Nuestra Señora de Atochahagi. This ship sank off the coast of Florida in 1622, loaded with gold, silver, and jewels. After years of searching, treasure hunter Mel Fisher found the wreck in 1985, but not all the treasure was accounted for. Some believe that other galleons went down in the same storm, carrying untold wealth that remains lost in the depths of the ocean. The search for the remaining treasure is ongoing, igniting a sense of mystery that captivates both historians and treasure hunters. Then there's the tale of the Golden Owl, a treasure hidden in France. An enigmatic clue left by the sculptor Max Valentin has sent countless treasure hunters on a wild goose chase. Most believe that the owl statue is worth a fortune, but the location is obscured by riddles and puzzles. People have dedicated years of their lives trying to decipher the clues, making this treasure hunt not just about wealth, but about the thrill of the chase. In the world of pirate treasure, the infamous Blackbeard is often at the center of speculation. His ship, the Queen Anne's Revenge, sank off the coast of North Carolina. Despite extensive searches, the complete treasure he amassed during his piracy remains elusive. Stories tell of hidden caches in the Outer Banks, and treasure hunters flock to the area every year, hoping to strike it rich by finding even a fraction of Blackbeard's wealth. Another famous treasure tale involves the USS Central America, known as the Ship of Gold. In 1857, the ship sank while carrying a fortune in gold coins, intended to finance the Union in the Civil War. While a portion of the treasure was recovered in the 1980s, it's estimated that much of the gold remains buried deep under the ocean, creating an aura of mystery and potential riches that beckons explorers even today. The tale of the Flor de la Mar is no less captivating. This Portuguese ship sank in the Strait of Malacca in 1511, carrying a massive cargo of gold and precious stones. Attempts to locate the wreck and its treasures have been made for centuries, but the ship remains undiscovered, leaving treasure hunters to speculate about the untold wealth resting on the ocean floor. Meanwhile, the legend of the Treasure of Lima holds an intriguing mix of history and adventure. This treasure, allegedly hidden by Spanish authorities to prevent it from falling into the hands of pirates, is said to be worth millions. Some believe it was buried in the jungles of Peru, while others think it may have been lost at sea. The ongoing search for the Treasure of Lima continues to inspire treasure hunters, archaeologists, and historians alike. Equally shrouded in mystery is the lost treasure of the Cahokia Mounds. These ancient burial mounds in Illinois are believed to hold the secrets of a lost civilization, including treasures from a long-gone era. While much has been unearthed by archaeologists, rumors persist of undiscovered wealth buried within the mounds, waiting to be uncovered by those brave enough to search. Lastly, we must mention the Ubery treasure of the Knights Templar Jol. The Templars were said to have hidden vast wealth before their dissolution in the 14th century. Rumors suggest that this treasure could be buried anywhere from Scotland to the Oak Island in Canada. Numerous expeditions have been launched to uncover the Templar gold, but it remains a tantalizing mystery. These mysterious pirate treasures and the stories behind them keep the spirit of adventure alive, captivating the imaginations of treasure hunters around the world. Each tale is filled with intrigue, risk, and the potential for wealth beyond measure. As we explore these legends, we realize that the allure of treasure is not just about the riches, it's also about the history, the quest, and the thrill of the unknown. In closing, the world of pirate treasures is a tapestry of history woven with mystery, adventure, and the unyielding spirit of exploration. As you set out on your own treasure hunting journey, remember that every treasure has a story waiting to be told. Whether you're delving into the depths of the ocean or unraveling historical clues, the pursuit of treasure is an adventure that knows no bounds. Happy hunting! If you enjoyed this epic journey, please subscribe to our channel for more thrilling historical tales. Don't miss out on new videos. Hit the notification bell to stay updated.